they be on bedtime. They just might rock you to bed like it was just nap time. They want
at guard, at 6'2".
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Magic, one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. And it's Jackson Davis in at center, locking down the middle. And for New York, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5. Curry's shot is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
It's that time of the year, everyone. Opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in. And we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started. Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Now here's Brunson. In the game against Denver, very impressive. Hart passes to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Curry. Back to Hart. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here they come. Here's Jackson Davis. Buries it down low. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Deflects the pass. The 3 from Curry. And it's New York with a rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Towns a screen on Curry. Back to Anunoby. Curry with it. Towns covering. And he's going for the lob. Outside Hart. The 3 is up. New York, no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now here's Brunson. Towns a screen on Curry to the paint. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Sinks that one from the post.
You get Brunson that wide open of a floor, he's going to operate there.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, his turnovers certainly aren't making it any easier for them.
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in for Curry. Brunson against Hield. Pass to Moody. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Brunson. Driving to the basket. And rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Melton in for Andrew Wiggins. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line. To shoot a pair.
Well, Hield's center of gravity stays low on his drive, which invites the contact, in my opinion. Very tough to defend him cleanly.
That free throw misses. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run. And Hart playing with his right now, just going all out.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Just 5 to shoot. Hield against Towns. Melton outside. The ball's knocked loose. In transition. Here's Brunson. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Here's Hield after the basket by New York on the other end. Outside Moody. Fires the 3. Pass to Melton. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Towns. Looney with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. Here's Hield. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, Hield showing some confidence there in the fast break with the jump shot. Just puts his head down and powers his way into that shot.
Brunson passes to Hart. Back to Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Melton. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
And the Warriors making a change here. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Warriors on top, up by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter, we've got DeAnthony Melton. Moses Moody out there with Kuminga. Then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Curry in at 1. Now here's Curry. Last game he had 28 points. And that one's good.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Achua can't hit.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now here's McBride. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
16-14.
Curry against Payne. Jacks up a 3. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Famed basketball trainer Chris Brickley among the fans for tonight's Knicks game.
Yeah, a guy who truly understands the mechanics of the game. Many players have come to him looking for ways to improve, to get that extra edge on the court.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Anunoby comes in for Payne. Jackson Davis has checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Melton. Now here's Bridges. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Towns gets the bucket.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
22-16.
Curry with it. He has 7. Curry creates inside.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
McBride passes to Robinson. For 3, Bridges. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors lead by 8. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
18.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brett.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Robinson with a steal. Back to Brunson. Screen by Robinson. Takes one from 10 feet. Healed against Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Healed against Brunson. Pass to Green. Now Jackson Davis. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Brunson passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
22.
Brunson gets healed. Outside, Green. Green able to hit from 3.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Warriors, #1, New York in 5th.
And both of these teams really impressed when it came to rebounding the ball last year. That level of physicality and hustle is always great to see.
Achua's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. And Golden State also making a switch. Melton's checked in. Green against Anunoby. Jackson Davis a screen. And he lobs it up top. Achua with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Brunson gets healed. Right side Achua. And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead, up by 12. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it. That's the main thing. We're just trying to make them uncomfortable. We touched everything, and, we were converting on the other side.
It's all about the effort. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for Golden State.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get into space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And now let's take a glimpse. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And here's Curry for three. Towns with a rebound.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Brunson. He's got 6. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. From 11 feet away, Towns. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Warriors lead by 12. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Curry, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Hart on the wing. Healed against Brunson. Inside. Wide open look. And it's Towns with a bucket inside. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Use the pick and roll, and then Brunson's court sense allows him to make that play.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. The 3. That won't go either for Curry.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Bridges outside. Drives to the hoop. To the middle. To the paint. Here's Hart. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Wiggins passes to Curry. Counted. He's got 14. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And New York has possession. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. And that one drops.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in.
I got yours.
Curry against Brunson. Kuminga with a screen on Brunson. Kuminga's shot is off. Knicks trail by 10. Down low. The kick out to Brunson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Towns outside. Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on Curry. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Curry. 14 points for him. Off target from three-point range.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defensive intensity has served them well.
It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Hield against Brunson. Hield passes to Kuminga. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now here's Bridges. Tries the spin move. Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
The Warriors lead by 8. Outside Kuminga. From behind the arc. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kuminga finds Looney.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Bridges, right side. Kicks it out, Towns. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds now. Hield passes to Looney. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
Towns against Kuminga. Towns down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Hield. Looney, a screen on Brunson. Puts it up from 17. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors ahead. They're up by 10. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Kuminga, DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Moody, and it's Looney in at the 5 spot. Here's Payne. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Payne's got his first basket.
Yeah, OG not an elite playmaker, but let's face it, if it's open, you got to move it. That time, getting the assist.
Here's Curry. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Left side, Anunoby. Outside, McBride. Pass to Robinson. Inside. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Wiggins, he's checked in for Melton.
Warrior substitution, number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
The Warriors lead by 10. And here's Curry. Fires for 3. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
McBride passes to Payne. Back to McBride. Pass to Payne. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. The rebound by Moody. Now here's Curry. Outside Moody. Curry looking it over. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Towns with the ball. Kuminga defends. Here's Robinson. Tipped. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And that one falls for Curry. But Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Knicks trail by 16. It's Bridges on the wing, guarded by Hield. Right side, Brunson. Pass to Towns. Will it go? Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Oh, my, Wiggins saying no, no.
Here's Brunson. 5 on the clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
The Warriors lead by 16. Pass to Jackson Davis. Wiggins for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Brunson. With the teardrop. Here's Hart. New York again can't hit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Curry against Brunson. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It just feels like every year Brunson has sharpened his skills as a passer and playmaker, knowing that at his position, he's got to move it around.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Outside Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson Davis a screen. And there's the lob.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Brunson passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Curry against Brunson. Over to the wing. Jackson Davis misses.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Warriors.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
There's the foul to try to stop the break, but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But got to give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries. The confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Right wing. Right side of Chua. No good. A bit long that time. And here are the Warriors now. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he comes up with a bucket.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Warriors call a
They're ahead by 15. All right, guys, what's your take?
Unique timeout here with the game pretty much settled.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
Curry against Payne. Curry with it.
New York foul. Cameron Payne. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Curry at the line. 2 shots.
That one's no good. Oh, got a piece of it. Now a timeout called by New York. They're behind by 16. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.